What do you think is behind this current appetite for decor that's vintage, upcycled, and repurposed?
I just think that it's so smart. I think the consumer is much brighter than we have been in the past, and this disposable furniture, it's the trend is out. I think that people are looking for unique pieces, one-of-a-kind pieces, pieces with a story, some history, and something that not everyone on the block has.
It shows their flavor. You know, it's so easy to just walk into a store and buy something and come home and go, ooh, and I'm not against that either, but it's a nice mix. We like to mix the pieces. And, you know, it's fun there's so much stuff out there. It is shocking. We always have people ask us, are you afraid it's going to, like, other people are going to go start picking? And I'm like, please, I hope they do. Like, it's full everywhere.
There's enough for everybody.
It's big enough for everyone. That's right.
Well, two important points there that I pick up on, and one of them sort of echoes one of the tips I found on the website, where you say the only opinion that counts is your own, and that sentiment is kind of growing in home decor. As you say, we're less interested in following sort of dictates from decor divas, and we want to embrace decor that's personalized. So how does that sort of, would you say that's kind of reflective in the interest in this and kind of related to people's creative urges?
I do, and I think one of the things that I'm so happy is moving away is that there's some exact science to it. You know, that there's a rule and a regulation, and you have to do this and you have to do that. That's just not true. And design is such a personal reflection. And you know, I mean, sure, there are certain things structurally, obviously, when you're building that you have to follow. And when we're coming up with a crazy idea for a piece, you know, and we're talking to our plumber or our electrician, they sort of, you know, put the brakes on us sometimes because they'll
guide our design.
Yeah, but I love that everyone's sort of standing up and saying, look, this is what I want, and this is what I want it to look like, and this is my home, and this is the story I want to tell. And it's a bold move on people's part, and I love it.
I love it too. And traveling, I think everyone just, you know, exactly what Tanya was saying, everyone wants to bring their personalities into their space. It's so important to love where you live.
Well, it's funny, too, because you use the word meaning and story, and I guess that's one of the things you bring to a piece when you take it from one thing and transform it into something else.
Every piece that we've, you know, every piece of junk. And that's the one thing that I try to have everyone remember. Like, they ask us about, you know, the flea markets and the garage sales. That's really not what Tracy and I do. I mean, while we, like the next person, love to go do that, what we're about is really finding something that has been completely discarded, that is just like no longer used for anything, and repurposing it. We give it a different life, a different story, and it becomes part of our story in our life.
Yeah, and it's really fun to share with not only our viewers, but our customers that, you know, want to put these pieces in their homes. I mean, we've come up with so many off-the-wall ideas. The motorcycle console is still one of my favorites.
We want to stand apart. You know, I think we've become such a mass population of trying to stand up and be heard and seen, and we do it in our fashion. We do it in our, you know, interiors, exteriors. We do it in the manner of speak. We do it in our profession, and it just sort of gives you individuality. It makes you, you know,
it makes you
unique.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, but another big sort of element of that I'm picking up on is this notion of you taking something that other people are looking at and saying, this is junk, this is worthless, this is has no value, and rethinking it so that it does have purpose and meaning. And I think that really speaks to kind of the disposable habits that we've got into.
Awful.
And I know that
yeah, it is. It's really
we're
bad.
Awful. And that's what's been fun about teaming with GLAAD and Keep America Beautiful, is that you really can take it down to the common denominator of just trash. Like, how can you look at all of this, just like you said, we have become such a disposable society, and how can you look at that trash and see it a little differently and do something with it? Obviously, it's unrealistic to assume we're not going to continue producing vast amounts of trash, but how can we be resourceful? And through GLAAD, we've come up with a few ideas that, I mean,
there's some quick tips. I mean, Tanya and I were just looking around our houses and, you know, what we could repurpose. But my boys, I got 2 little boys, they love to rip up absolutely everything, but they got a hold of this atlas, and instead of throwing it out, I just framed one of the maps, and they can use it as, you know, their little bulletin board and put photos on it. I thought it was cute in their room. And then cards. I'm really bad. I never want to throw them out, especially the ones that say really sweet things. But if you cut them up, they make great little place cards for dinner party. a cute vintage look there.
We all have wine bottles, some other bottle around my house, it's wine bottles. And, you know, there's so many shapes and sizes and colors and just different things to do with them. I mean, obviously very easy, but doing a candlescape, you know, different sizes, different candles, let the wax kind of drip down and be a table centerpiece. Clean them out and do it as a water carafe bottle at your next dinner party, or just a lone bud vase is really sort of pretty and just makes a pop. And pick something from your yard and bring the outside in. Broken dishes that you would normally just throw away because you think they have no life left. A little bit of grout, tile grout, which you can buy at your lumber yard. Your kids could do this. Everyone's sort of daunted by the whole mosaic project. It's the easiest project around.
It's really
So
fun.
are these types of projects part of the Keep America Beautiful cleanup campaign?
We're definitely all playing our part. These are just a few tips, but we are just fortunate enough to have the most amazing artist that has also joined forces on this campaign. And I mean, Jason Messier, and this is one of his pieces right behind us, but we have a handful of celebrities that have sent him trash, and he's come up with these beautiful masterpieces that you can bid on.
Yeah, you can go to ebay.com, the GLAD art auction, and you can bid from April 16th, which is today, through the 26th. All proceeds go to Keep America Beautiful. You can go to facebook.com/GLAD and just see what GLAD's doing to, you know, really do their part and team with Keep America Beautiful to really clean up the roads. And trust me, we've been hitting the roads, and there is trash galore. So
everyone play their part.
Don't be afraid of the trash. Embrace it, but take it and turn it into something amazing and useful.
Embrace the trash. Well, I think the fact that you've got all, you know, this fantastic artist to partner with you really sort of speaks to the notion that conspicuous consumption is out, and what the cool kids are doing now is recycling, repurposing, and redecorating.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it. Couldn't have put it better myself.
What a lovely trend.
We want to be the cool kid and really like show everyone that, you know, it doesn't matter how much money you have in your account. It really doesn't. It's about being creative and it's about being resourceful. And we live in a time and an age and a place that we are responsible for this earth, and we're responsible for the, you know, things we bring into it and the ways we use it. And so
it's a state of mind.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, love the idea. So grateful for you to take a few minutes today to tell me about it, and I'm sure my readers will be fascinated by it as well. So
thank you
for this.
Thank you very much.
It's very sweet. It was nice chatting with you.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.